The Jurassic period lasted from about 201 to 145 million years ago. It was the second period of the Mesozoic era, following the Triassic and preceding the Cretaceous. During this time, the Earth's climate became warmer and more humid compared to the drier, harsher conditions of the Triassic. The supercontinent Pangaea began to break apart, creating shallow seas and a wider variety of environments that allowed dinosaurs and other life forms to diversify and spread. This was the golden age of giant dinosaurs. Large sauropods roamed the land, predatory theropods hunted across plains and forests, and the skies and the seas were filled with reptiles that ruled their domains. Several major groups of dinosaurs dominated during the Jurassic. Among the herbivores, the long-necked sauropods were especially notable. Brachiosaurus and Apatosaurus, sometimes also called Brontosaurus, were massive four-legged plant eaters that used their long necks to reach high vegetation. Diplodocus, another sauropod, had an extremely long neck and tail and a more slender body. Camarasaurus, one of the most common sauropods in North America, had a shorter neck and robust skull, suited for tougher plant material. Then there was Stegosaurus, a medium-sized herbivore known for the double row of large bony plates along its back and its spiked tail, used likely for defense. Despite its impressive body armor, Stegosaurus had a relatively small brain compared to its body size. On the other side were the predators. Allosaurus was the apex predator in many Jurassic ecosystems. It could grow up to 12 meters long and had sharp teeth and powerful legs. Allosaurus likely hunted alone or in small groups, targeting weak or young prey. Ceratosaurus was a slightly smaller carnivore with a horn on its nose and blade-like teeth. Another predator, Megalosaurus, was one of the first dinosaurs ever described scientifically. These theropods competed for food and played a crucial role in controlling herbivore populations. The environment during the Jurassic was vastly different from today. There were no polar ice caps, and the global climate was warm and consistent. Lush forests grew in many regions, filled with conifers, ferns, cycads, and ginkgo trees. Flowering plants had not yet evolved. Wetlands, rivers, and coastlines provided habitats for a wide range of life. The breakup of Pangaea allowed for greater biodiversity as species evolved in isolation on different landmasses. In addition to dinosaurs, the Jurassic world was inhabited by many other fascinating creatures. Pterosaurs, often mistaken for dinosaurs, were flying reptiles that filled the role of aerial predators and scavengers. Well-known species like Pterodactylus and Rhamphorhynchus glided over coastlines and lakes. In the oceans, marine reptiles like ichthyosaurs, plesiosaurs, and pliosaurs thrived. They were well-adapted swimmers, some with streamlined bodies like dolphins, and others with long necks and flippers. On land, early mammals also appeared during the Jurassic. These were small, nocturnal, insect-eating animals that lived in the shadows of the dinosaurs. The Jurassic is also notable for the appearance of the first true birds. Archaeopteryx, discovered in what is now Germany, had feathers, wings, and could likely glide or make short flights, yet retained many dinosaur-like features such as teeth and a bony tail. It represents a transitional form between non-avian dinosaurs and modern birds. Reproduction in dinosaurs during the Jurassic followed patterns seen in modern reptiles and birds. Most laid eggs, often in nests built in the ground. Fossilized dinosaur eggs and nesting sites show that some species may have cared for their young, though in many cases hatchlings were likely left to survive on their own. Growth was rapid in many species, and young dinosaurs were particularly vulnerable to predators. The Jurassic period is one of the best documented times in the fossil record, thanks to rich fossil sites around the world. The Morrison Formation in the western United States, the Tendaguru beds in Tanzania, and sites in China and Europe have provided an abundance of fossils. These discoveries have helped paleontologists understand the anatomy, behavior, and evolution of many dinosaur species. The development of feathered dinosaurs and the emergence of early birds during the Jurassic are key milestones in evolutionary history. It also marks an important stage in the development of ecosystems more similar to those we see today. In conclusion, the Jurassic period was a time of immense biological diversity and evolutionary innovation. It was a world dominated by giants, towering sauropods, armored herbivores, and fearsome predators. It was also a time of transformation, setting the stage for the continued rise of dinosaurs and the eventual emergence of birds. Though this era ended over 145 million years ago, the fossil record allows us to study these creatures in detail and appreciate their place in Earth's long and dynamic history. The Jurassic reminds us how life on our planet is constantly changing, adapting, and evolving.